We only pass to him. Run game can't bail out Aaron Rodgers. It only gets worse. Do we clean house? Somebody please help.
Excellent
Understand. It's the
condition.
same situation every year. It's not something that's different. This isn't new. This isn't new.
Well, hold up.
It's the same. It's the
I guess
same
we'll see.
thing. Now we have a little bit under 10 minutes left to go here, but now you're up against the clock. And again, like I said prior,
22 to 3
part,
is crazy.
you're in a scenario where ultimately, what's the situation? You have one drive for 5 minutes. You have one drive for 3 minutes. Every other drive is less than 2 minutes. You've had what do you have now? 6 first downs? 6 first downs? 7. Pardon. You're still 0 of 9 on third down. The moment that the Steelers
0 of
third
9.
down, it's incomplete. Immediately, it's incomplete. They're not going to move the chain.
0 of 9 on third down.
Through and through. Do they still have a chance? If
No.
the offense were to score fast, maybe.
No, we're down by too many points.
Reason to believe that was the case?
We're down by 19.
Deuce Flacco for 10 on it said the Rams put up 42 against the Whiners. What is going on? The Rams is a legitimate football team. And the 49ers have won, lost, for like what, the last 7 weeks? It's on, off, on, off, on, off. And I already said for the 49ers, they're going to fall apart because you lost Nick Bosa gone. Fred Warner gone. These guys, those are your anchors on defense. You can get away with week by week. You'll have some moments in which, maybe the defense is good. Maybe you beat a particular team. But when it comes down to it, those guys being gone, that's it. That's it. You'll survive maybe the regular season, but there's no real postseason. Like you know what? It's a wash. It's a wash. The amount of locations where you would need guys to step up for all pros, guys who are bests in the league. So the Rams is divisional football, but the Rams are legit. They are legit. Like in the NFC, the Rams are legit Super Bowl contenders in that conference.
Stick it right in my eye.
Just like Detroit, just like
Mike
Philly,
Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Right
Dun, dun, dun.
and they are going to be a problem. They stay healthy. The biggest mistake the league had, you should have never let Devontae Adams end up over there. That was a mistake. You swapped out Cooper Kupp. He left, went to Seattle. Devontae Adams walking. Devontae and Puka. Kyrie Williams continuing to go and score touchdowns. Stafford playing and like MVP level. And the defense is still doing what they need to do. Hey, the Rams legit. Sargent put 10 on it. Kenneth Gainwell, decent return, but this man can't keep his footing. That this team is the definition of complete dog.
Wow.
There's no passion, no vision, no aggression. There's no fucking mindset in this football club, indeed.
Wow.
Edward Batuan said, "What are the Steelers doing?" Will Howard, he is on the bench. Is the Patriots a Super Bowl contender? They're playing Matt
La da da
Gibson.
da da. It's the
They're playing
motherfucking
Matt
D-O-double-G Snoop
So
Dogg.
at this point, I would say, yeah. Should have got Cup. I mean, what would Cup do? I actually think he would have worked with the Steelers offense, to be honest with you. I think he'd go way better than Roman Wilson. There's DK Metcalf. There's a catch, but they got to hurry up. Back to the line. They got to move. Dark Star.
Like,
We are no bullies. If we're bullies, we appear to look like Riley Freeman, but we ain't that team no more. You're probably going to see the people getting in sports media like, when we start getting dog walk like this, man? Since when was that a case? No, it's been the case. It's been the case for the last 8 years. Just stay tuned for the rant. I'll have that right after the game is done. Faster the game get done, the more sleep I can get. So at least that's a positive because it's been a long day.
him and Johnny Smith were about to run into each other there. Aaron Rodgers don't even have 100 yards passing. Damn.
Rodgers is washed, like trash. No, but he's not the MVP guy. Just like last year, Rodgers was all right. He wasn't terrible, but he just wasn't great. You got to remember what standard you hold these people to. I just need Rodgers
Oh!
than what we had with Russell Wilson and what we had with Justin Fields, what we had with
Wow.
Kenny Pickett, what we had with Mason Rudolph. What
He
we had
always
with
caught
Kenny
his
Pickett, What
interceptions.
we had with Mitch Trubisky. Rodgers is better than all of that. Calvin Austin, no hands, pass ricocheted right into the arms of the Los Angeles Chargers, that's a pick. Calvin Austin, hands just for decoration. Remember what I told you guys? Calvin's a 3. He's not a 2. Man's got no fucking hands right through his motherfucking hands, and that's an interception. Oh, by the way, Steelers defense, you see that? That's how you catch a football off of a ricochet. Somebody go cut to get Kyle Duggar on the phone. Somebody go, matter of fact, don't even get him on the phone. They on the field. Kyle Duggar, take a look at that. Take a look at that. Joey Porter Jr., take a look at that. That's how you catch it.
And Dante Jackson, he was just on the Steelers last year. Before he comes up with the pick.
Like this. He legitimately had alligator arms. Can't win football games like that. Back them boys up. Frank, for 5 wants an honest opinion. If Denver win in a low-score game versus the Chiefs like a recent game, will people continue to talk down on Denver's offense? 100%. Because you're specifically saying it's towards the offense. If the offense don't go and produce, it's a defense that's bailing you out. There's going to come a point in which your offense has to bail you out. Like, it's very seldom do you have a situation where a defense goes and leads you all the way. Has it been done? Yes, but it's not commonplace. That's where a lot of times people will look at the anomalies and then all of a sudden just think that's the norm.
We recommend that you have a stream bit rate of 68.
One half side of the ball. Great. One. Football's been around
6,800.
There's been 59 Super Bowls. How many of those Super Bowl winning teams have had absolute garbage on one side and elite on the other? Very few. It's like when you say, man, you shouldn't smoke, and you have somebody who's like, man, I have an uncle who's in their 90s. They smoke every single day. Great. What about the ones who are in their 90s, or I should say should have made it to their 90s, but they smoked every day? You don't get a chance to see them because they're all dead. The exception never makes the rule. And oftentimes whenever people are arguing, championship, teams or whatever the case is, they always want to utilize the exception in an effort to try to go and make the rule. There's been 59 Super Bowl champions. Baltimore in 2000. Denver in 2015. Tampa's offense in 2002 was decent. It wasn't amazing. It was decent. You got to talk about somebody who's absolute ass. Harry Harlett for 5 wants the Chargers blowing the Chargers out stronger than I did to you. Chargers blowing the Chargers out stronger than I did to you. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Discover Japan's diverse cultural landscape and centuries-old culinary heritage. Enjoy authentic confections that have been locally crafted by skilled Japanese artisans. Experience the traditions of Japan each month with Sakurako through care.
Possibly ever. We don't care with Mike Tomlin being there. Nothing will change, correct? And I said that coming into the season. It's like, man, how do you feel, CA? Y'all got Rodgers. I look forward to seeing what stuff look like on the field. And what did I tell you at the start of the stream? Like, this isn't anything that's foreign. It's literally something.
Now we take a time out when it makes sense.
And rewind it. Like, if you're watching on YouTube, just go to that cursor at the bottom, or I should say, take your cursor, your mouse, go click, and go to the beginning. In the first 10 minutes, I'll tell you how this game was going to go. One bad dog, Pateno said, speaking of overrated QBs on a team that ain't worth nothing for 8 years, what do I think of bringing Shador to Carolina? He's got to be better than what you got. Bryce Young is hot and cold, so you don't know what you're really getting with him. But then I'm 100% certain that Shador is going to end up on the field with Cleveland, so you'll have an opportunity to put something on tape. Oh, wow, TJ's a half sack away from his brother. What do you know? Quarterback sacking family they got over here. Yay! TJ Watt sacks. Woohoo! Yay! Now, when you're saying mid offenses, you gotta also you gotta identify.
This is like
we're not talking about just
bad to worse type of shit.
Not talking about all trash. Giants offense in 2007 wasn't trash. They were average. This motherfucker muffed the punt. Hilarious. Hilarious. Was that Calvin Austin again? Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is exactly what they need. They need to get their ass whipped like this. That's beautiful. They need to get their ass whipped like this. I hope the Chargers score again. I wish this was a shutout. I really wish this was a shutout. They need to get their ass whipped again. This is the type of stuff that you need that forces change. This is the type of stuff that you need that forces change. Dudes is dumbasses, bro. You gotta be a special kind of dumbass to even go and try to attempt on that football, bro. These dudes is dumb as hell. Score on them. Run the score all the way up. I want them to be so depressed at the end of the game, nobody speaks for over a week. You don't get to talk at all. This is the type of stuff where you need to get a kick in the ass. You have to get a kick in the ass. I want to see dudes angry. Dudes just going through the motion. Ah, man. They got the ball.
It's all bad.
Pathetic. They're pathetic. You got to get your ass whipped. This is the type of loss that you need. Go in there and get absolutely destroyed. That's what you want to see? Beat their ass. Tell them, Arnold. And now go Chargers, go. And now go Chargers, go. And now go Chargers, go. Defense was doing... You have 2 picks, you drop. For the most part, you have 1 drive that you actually legitimately gave up. 1 drive. Offense can't produce whatsoever. Oh, it's 11:13 already? Hey, it's time to run this clock out, man. They're already a field goal range. How did they win about 19? Score a touchdown, make it a full possession game. 3rd and 15. Watch how much yards you get. Oh, they just gonna kick a field goal here. Oh, wow, and Pittsburgh only has 1 timeout left. Hilarious. It's so funny how every single member of the fucking Harbaugh family has the same. They all have their father's face. Even the wife, to a degree, got the same. Got the same face. They all got the same fucking face. They all got like damn near the same face. These dudes is talking about Pee Wee football during a primetime game. You wanna know why? Because the Steelers his ass.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Shit, might as well. There's a fit. Wow, he missed it again? No, he curved it in. He was able to curve it in. Dicker, the kicker, was able to get that to curve in there. There's a field goal, 25-3. Go ahead and turn the football over again. Why not? It's too easy. I remember after the national championship, I said I would not mind if fucking we got Jim Harbaugh, bro. Let Tomlin go and get Jim Harbaugh. But nope, the Steeler way, we got 3 coaches since 1969. Bit of stability that's there, but there comes a point where you got to recognize, hey man, the writing's on the wall. It's like the 80s Steelers, after like you had the tail end of everybody. By the time you made it to 84, when they lost in the AFC Championship, after that, it was just mediocrity of those teams. You get to the 90s, in come Bill Cowher, you got competitive teams in the 90s, but they just could not finish the job. 94 AFC Championship, you get fucking upset by the Chargers at home. 95, you go to the Super Bowl. Neil O'Donnell throws the ball straight to Larry Brown on 2 different occasions. You lose. 97, you lose the AFC Championship at home again against Denver. They end up going to the Super Bowl and they win. 2001, you lose and allow Troy Brown to absolutely eat up your goddamn team. 2004, Spygate, Patriots was cheating. And in 2005, you finally get the job done. But you had competitive football teams. Failures late in the season, but competitive football team. Post 2014, and there was some of those injury situations that happened during the 2010s, but once 2017 was complete, it has been the same story every single year. Once 2000, matter of fact, I don't think we've had, with that one season, with that one season in I pressed put it up here. Yeah, with that one season in 2020, I don't think we had any other seasons where we eclipsed more than 11.
Aaron Rodgers looks pissed. Like, why the fuck did I even do this?
Gotcha, bitch.
That's kind of crazy.
Tonight is essentially the second worst game of Rodgers' career. What a perfect time to have it, huh?
What a perfect time to have it.
Perfect time to have it. Yeah, there we go. At 85, 7 and 9. It's in 10, 8 and 7, 5 and 11, and 7 and 9, 7 and 9. And then look at the Steelers. Look at the Steelers records: 10 and 7, 10 and 7, 9 and 8, 9 and 7 and 1, 12 and 4. But you lost the last 5 games: 8 and 8, 9, 6 and 1. It's all the same. You're just hovering at 500. You're just hovering at 500. You can't get yourself far over 500. You 1 or 2 games over 500 every year with the exception of 1. Is AB the blame for the downfall of the season? No, it's not AB. It's not AB. Are the Pack Super Bowl contenders? They were. I think they right now it's kind of looking a little pretenderish. We'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow. There's Fryer move. Oh, he ran somebody over. Yeah, put your shoulder on somebody, run somebody over.
Watch out. Jesus.
Last week. Oh, all them takeaways. And might I add, this right here continues to go and put a spotlight on the lack of offensive firepower and inability to put points on the board. Last week, remember what they said last week? Oh, you get 6 takeaways, you only win by 7. A lot of the points that the Colts scored was, I don't believe in the terminology, garbage time. Fourth quarter of the game, you're up by 3 possessions. The Colts is just, all right, yo, we're going to fire, we're going to fire, we're going to fire, we're going to fire, we're going to fire. But bulk share of the yardage came all in the fourth quarter in their attempt to try to go and make a comeback. They ran out of time. They didn't have enough time. Steelers got the W over there. But outside of the takeaways, this is a terrible defense. And I explained it earlier in the game. Dating back to 2017. The takeaways is what gives the mystique of the Steelers defense to be there. But when they don't get takeaways, they get exposed. Even in the games in which they get takeaways, all they do is bend. Then you'll catch yourself a break. You'll have a splash play. It's the same thing every single time. And now for the second consecutive year, this time around it's just a little bit earlier. Second consecutive year, you had a multiple game lead in the division, and what happened? You lose games, and then here come the Ravens. It's the same thing that happened. Like people who don't watch, who don't keep up with what's happening week by week, you'll just look at it at the end of the year like, oh man, oh, this must have been the case. This team must have been good all year. This team must have been... No, it's just...
Big new car sales lead to an abundance of trades, and that's what's going on at A&B Kia. Over 200 local trades. From $249 a month. Cars, trucks, SUVs, import and domestic. All priced below Kelley Blue Book for quick sale. An epic used car blowout. 29 lenders. $25 million in auto loans. Push, pull, or drag in that old junker. We take anything in on trade. The epic used car sale is going on now, and only at A&B Kia. A&B, located directly off the Boggs Run Road exit in Benwood, West Virginia.
It's here. The end of the world. Of Clash of Clans. How do you fight a meteor? We are monsters.
No, Hank. We're scientists.
Well, would you look at that? How they look this ass? This is nothing new. Watch, Roman Wilson better not celebrate. He better not celebrate. Go ass on the sideline. The Steelers' ownership is cheap. They think it's still a defensive league. It could still be a defensive league if you actually know how to put the defense together, but it's still bend don't break. And then furthermore, the fact that you don't have a complementary offense. Marco Batua said should have never let George Pickens and Najee go. Najee tore his Achilles. His season's done. George was a problem in the locker room, or I should say his attitude was an issue. How many times have we seen it with the Pittsburgh Steelers where you have a receiver who has an attitude? It's not to say that you can't play. They didn't trade him because he didn't have the ability. They traded him because when they're losing games, and mind you, I understood why George was frustrated because here you are with Kenny Pickett. You have ability to be a number one receiver in the league, and you see him producing incredibly well when you have a quarterback that can throw the football. However, the issue is when things go wrong and things aren't going your way, you can't trust that he's going to be there. Because for those who don't watch Steeler games, there were numerous different times where George just did not fucking block on when you're running the football. It's a pass play. He's out there giddy and excited. It's a run play. You pouting on the field. Remember the game Pittsburgh was winning by like 2 scores. Antonio Brown angry because he ain't getting the football. Motherfucker had like 7 catches for like 70-some yards that game. He angry because he not getting the football. Not the one against Baltimore when he threw the Gatorade bucket, because I think he had like 5 catches that game for like 40, 50-some yards or something. But when you have somebody like that on the team, you got to get him out of here because you're going to enable that behavior. Deontay Johnson Deontay Johnson probably had that attitude roll off on Pickens to a degree because that season, you can see it. Them dudes just did not have the effort when they weren't getting the football. So you got to get that type of behavior out the locker room. But the issue is, it's got to the point where it really don't even matter. Yeah, there's an element of selfishness. Not to say, oh, well, that's his character through and through. But once shit goes left, that's what you've seen. And it happened time and time again. No, not the same with Juju. Juju actually was a team player. All that fucking Corvette TikTok shit, yes, that was an issue. But when it came time to go and play, Juju was always... That's why I had no issue with Juju. Off the field, stop the TikTok shit, of course. But on the field, Juju was always blocking. Juju was catching. He was producing. I never had an issue with Juju. Juju did not give that problem. He did not give that problem. Pickens ain't doing that in Dallas. You're ready for... Bro, it's... Just wait. Remember, they were winning at home. They were averaging 40. He was also getting his yardage. They're losing games.
Says Mike.
Just wait.
What's up?
Because you got to remember what Pittsburgh had. Like, we had the greatest blocking receiver of all time. And yes, Larry Fitzgerald is another guy who probably messed around and took the reins. Behind Ward, you talk about self-lit. You had selfless guys who were playing there, and no longer do you have it. It was Claypool, Johnson, Pickens. Hey, wait. Oh, is that 1,000 receptions there for Keenan Allen? Is that 1,000 receptions for Keenan Allen? I think that's 1,000. Oh, no, he just passed Antonio Gates. Wow. Hey, Pittsburgh, I hope you're happy about that. I'm glad they did that.